Hello, I'm Erica English, Communications Specialist for Entergy Texas. There are many hazards frontline employees face on the job. Today we focus on the Meter Services Division, where one employee is thankful for his personal protective equipment for protecting him against a flash. This is a picture of the gloves Ernest Mock was wearing when he experienced a flash nearly 3 months ago.
All of a sudden, it flashed.
The senior meter services installer was performing reconnection service at an apartment complex in Huntsville, Texas, something he had done several times before. But this day, he says something went wrong.
Bottom left lug went straight to ground and it caused a flash.
David Richard, operations manager, says this is only one of several hazards that employees could face on the job.
And that could be a happy customer, and then you could have another customer who's maybe, struggling to pay their bill or whatever, and then there's dogs, there's just all these different, there's holes, there's traffic, limited parking, there's just so many different possibilities that put employees at risk.
Mock says the lesson learned here is to always be prepared.
Expect the unexpected. Always wear your PPE.
PPE, as in personal protective equipment. Mock thanks his protective gloves for keeping the incident from becoming even more serious.
And I know for a fact that if I hadn't had that on, I definitely would have gotten fingers burnt.
They were pretty scorched up. Yeah, they were. I would not have wanted to be there without them. Let's put it that way.
Just recently, the Southwest Electric Safety Exchange presented Entergy Texas with 2 awards for 10 years without a lost time injury in meter services in the East and Western regions. For more information on safety or other news, visit My Entergy. Thanks for watching. Hello, I'm Erica English with Entergy Communications. A second wave of Entergy Texas crew members left Tuesday morning to help assist with restoration efforts following Hurricane Sandy. The team is led by Frank Galassi, line supervisor from the Port Arthur network. The additional crew members raised the Entergy Texas contingent to 84 workers.
We're used to it down here, those folks up there are not, so probably a new experience for them. Supposed to be the biggest storm they've ever had, so going to be a lot of people probably that are still there that didn't evacuate, which always is a big concern as far as us getting around, and then people expecting their light. So we'll go up there and do what we do.
A team of scouts were deployed in advance. Once it's safe to do so, the team will assess damage after the storm has passed. When
we're in need down here, they always come to help us. So part of our mutual assistance group, and basically anything east of the Mississippi, we go that way to help in times of need.
After hearing the news of Entergy Texas's assistance, Facebook fans began to issue their well wishes to the crew. Spouses of employees expressed their appreciation for the community's support of their loved ones. The first wave of Entergy Texas employees left over the weekend. The additional workers will join them, bringing the Entergy Corporation total to more than 850.
Mainly for the first 3 days, it'll be driving safety, and then once we get there and assess the situation there, we'll try to identify all the hazards and mitigate those hazards to the best of our ability.
Hurricane Sandy made landfall Monday evening in New Jersey. Entergy's travel teams report they expect to begin restoring service when the weather settles and conditions are safe enough to work. I'm Erica English with Entergy Communications. For Entergy Texas linemen like Trevor Myers, safety isn't just a daily thought. For him and his co-workers, it's a lifestyle.
Watch the overhead loads, aim high, and keep your eyes moving.
They attribute part of their concern to a daily ritual the crew at the Beaumont Service Center began using in January to keep employees engaged in safety practices.
To keep things new, to keep things interesting, we have to find ways to keep our awareness level high, to keep our interest up.
Each target on the calendar represents days with 0 accidents. Along with the calendar, the line crew made a sign to signify their pledge to safety and the company. This leaning light pole has been an eyesore for residents on Thomas Road for the past few weeks. Although this may seem like an easy routine job, Myers says this is one where they tried to keep their awareness level high.
We also see, some room for improvement, and we've, this year in particular, we hit a couple bumps. Thankfully nothing serious, but it's a reminder that we need to constantly stay focused. And just because we're stamping a calendar every morning doesn't mean we're not going to have an accident.
Indicated by the initials on the dates are the types of incidents that have taken place. But Myers says being their brother's keeper is the first step in making sure there are more targets on the calendar than letters.
I want to go home the same way I came to work today, and I want you to as well. And because I'm not afraid to say those things, and because nobody in the Beaumont Network is afraid to say those things, we will ultimately achieve our goal.
Every group is different. Every group has its own personality and its own, different mix, and it's just trying to figure out something that, works for them. And
in an effort to reach Target Zero each month, this group believes the best way to accomplish the goal is to take it one day at a time.